Hey guys, this is Colton at Ibex, and today I'm going to show you how to install our new Canyon X3 clutch bolt that also acts as a clutch puller. Alright guys, so this is the factory X3 primary clutch bolt here. We've already taken and pulled it out of the clutch and installed our new bolt in the machine. So basically first I'm going to explain and walk you through how to pull out our bolt, which is the exact same as this, other than ours just uses a T60 socket that we included with the kit. And this is a 7/8 socket that you have to pull out this bolt here. So first things first is we're gonna have to pull the belt off of the car. This is our Ibex belt change tool for the Canyon X3. Works really good. So we'll do that first. I always just spin the clutch onto the tool. It's kind of easier that way. Some people spin the tool, you can do whatever you'd like. So cam that over, pull the belt off the clutches, and go ahead and just set this aside. So next we're going to remove our belt change tool here, and then we're going to pull off the secondary clutch. It just makes it a lot easier to pull the clutch off here in order to get the primary clutch off, because there isn't much room to work with, and sometimes you'll have to put a jack underneath the car as well too, to get enough room for the sway bar link to drop down low enough that you can actually access the bolt. So we've already got everything pretty loose, so it's not going to take much to get these bolts off, just for video purposes, so it goes faster here. Okay, now that that's out of the way, we can pull our primary bolt off here. So like I said, it's a T60 socket, which we're going to include in the kit as well with the new clutch bolt and puller combination. So like I said, it's not very tight. We loosened everything before. Okay, so this is what makes this a superior product over everything else, is instead of actually having to have a completely separate tool to actually pull your clutch off of the car, we have this tool that goes on the end of our bolt, and now this is a clutch puller all in one unit. So it's super sweet, works really, really good, and I'll show you how to do that. So you just put the end piece in the end of the bolt here, go ahead and push it in and thread the bolt in. So all that end piece does on the end of the bolt is just pushes on the crankshaft. So when you're threading this bolt in, it's basically in the threads of the clutch, and when you thread it in, it's going to push off the crankshaft and pop the clutch off the crankshaft. Sometimes these come off violently, sometimes they're a little bit harder than others. Ours is going to be pretty easy because we took it off earlier. So as you can see, when we thread in the bolt there, the clutch just pops off. At this time you can unthread the bolt. It's kind of long-winded. Put that aside. Pull your clutch off the crankshaft. Be careful not to ding it up on the shafts at all. Set that aside, and don't forget that your clutch puller piece is in the crankshaft here. So now you're all done with that. Do what you need to do with your clutch and reverse the process and torque everything down to spec and call it a day. Thanks.